Welcome back, everyone. Grab your popcorn because today's story is packed with shocking twists, emotional moments, and secrets that change everything. Let's jump right in. Hey, folks, let me sit down with you for a spell and tell you what's been weighing on my mind lately. I've been watching General Hospital for more years than I care to count. It's like an old friend that comes on every afternoon and keeps me company. So when I heard about Gary James Fuller, the fine actor who brings so much heart to that character of his, I felt a real tug right here in my chest. The poor fella had himself a nasty motorcycle accident on a mini bike. 1 minute you're out enjoying the ride, and the next, life throws you a hard curve. It just goes to show how quick things can change. From what I understand, Gary took a pretty serious spill. He ended up in the hospital, needed surgery, actually 2 of them, and spent some time recovering there. Man, that had to be scary for him and his whole family. I kept thinking about how dedicated he is to the show. He shows up day after day, pouring everything he's got into those scenes, making us laugh, cry, and everything in between. And then something like this happens. It reminded me of that old American saying, "My daddy used to tell me, when the good Lord puts you on your back, it's so you can look up and see the stars." I sure hope Gary's been seeing plenty of stars and silver linings while he's healing. The good news is he's doing much better now. He's back home, resting up and getting stronger every day. His family has been right there with him, which always warms my heart. And you know what else? The whole General Hospital family really stepped up. Folks like Bradford Anderson and Tanisha Harper reached out with kind words and support. That's what I love most about this show. It's not just actors on a screen. It feels like one big extended family. When one of them hurts, everybody feels it. The cast and crew sent him so much love, and the fans have been flooding his Instagram with prayers and encouragement too. Gary even posted a little update himself, letting us all know he's on the mend. Seeing that picture of him and reading his words just lifted a weight off my shoulders. I've been thinking a lot about how these soap operas mirror real life. We watch the characters go through heartbreak, accidents, triumphs, and second chances, and then here we are, seeing one of our favorite actors walk through something real and tough. It makes you appreciate them even more. Gary has always brought such steadiness and warmth to his role. He makes you believe in the story, and now he's showing that same strength in his own life. I tell you, it's the kind of thing that makes an old guy like me sit back and count my blessings. We get so busy rushing around, but moments like this remind us to slow down, hug our loved ones a little tighter, and be grateful for good health. You know, at our age, we've seen enough of life to understand how important a strong support system is. Whether it's family, friends from church, or even that loyal circle of folks who watch the same show every day, it all matters. The outpouring of love for Gary proves that. The fans have been wonderful, sending messages of hope and letting him know how much he's missed on screen. I bet when he finally walks back onto that set, the whole crew will give him a hero's welcome. I can already picture the smiles and the hugs. Gary, if somehow these words reach you, brother, just keep doing what you're doing. Take all the time you need to get strong again. We'll be right here waiting, cheering you on, because that's what good neighbors do. Life's too short not to root for each other. In the meantime, I'll keep tuning into General Hospital every day, thinking about how lucky we are to have talented people like Gary bringing stories into our living rooms. It's the little things and sometimes the big scares that make us appreciate the good times even more. Stay blessed, everybody. Hold your loved ones close, drive safe, and ride careful if you're on 2 wheels. And Gary, we're sending you all the healing thoughts we've got. Can't wait to see you back where you belong, lighting up that screen again. Hey folks, let me sit with you a little longer and share more about what really touched my old heart through this whole situation with Gary James Fuller. After hearing about his motorcycle accident, I kept following the updates. And what warmed me up the most was seeing how everyone at General Hospital came together like true family. These aren't just people who work on the same set. They're like neighbors who've known each other for years, sharing laughs, tears, and everything life throws at them. When Gary got hurt in that scary mini bike crash, went through 2 surgeries, and spent time in the hospital, his co-stars didn't hesitate. They stepped right up with love and support that made me smile through my worry. Bradford Anderson, who plays that clever Damian Spinelli and the stepdad to that sweet little boy on the show, wrote such a kind message. He said something like, Oh, Gary, so glad to see you're okay, and still smiling. Miss you, buddy. Reading that, I could just picture Bradford smiling as he typed it, thinking about all the good times they've had together on set. Then Tanisha Harper, our strong Jordan Ashford, added her own heartfelt words. Oh my gosh, get well soon, dear Gary. It felt so genuine, like a sister reaching out to her brother. And Sawandi Wilson, who brings Isaiah Gannon to life, kept it real and caring. No get well soon, rest comfortably. Young Braden Bruner playing little Emma Scorpio Drake sent the sweetest note of all, sending you hugs, Gary. You know, these messages aren't just nice words on a screen. To me, they show the real soul of General Hospital. I've been watching this show for decades, through all the ups and downs, weddings, heartbreaks, and dramatic twists. The actors bring so much life to those stories every single day. And when one of their own faces a real-life challenge like Gary did, that bad wreck, the hospital stay, the surgeries, and the long recovery, they rally around him, just like we would for our own family or good friends back home. It reminds me of those old community values we grew up with here in America. When someone's laid up, you bring them a hot meal, say a prayer, and let them know they're not alone. The fans have been doing the same thing, flooding his Instagram with prayers, well wishes, and stories about how much his character means to them. It's a beautiful thing to see. Gary's been through a lot, but the good news is he's back home now, resting and healing day by day. I can imagine him sitting there, maybe with a cup of coffee, reading all these loving messages and feeling that strength coming back. It makes an old guy like me reflect on how fragile life can be. One day you're riding along, enjoying the breeze. The next you're reminded to slow down and be grateful for every healthy morning. But Gary's showing that same quiet strength he brings to his role, staying positive and focusing on getting better. I believe with all this love surrounding him from his co-stars, his family, and us loyal fans, he'll be back on that set before we know it, ready to jump into whatever drama the writers have cooked up next. On behalf of all of us who've been watching and caring from our living rooms, we're sending Gary James Fuller our warmest, most sincere wishes for a full and speedy recovery. Take all the time you need, brother. Rest up, let your body heal, and know that so many folks are thinking of you and rooting hard for you every single day. We miss seeing you on screen, but your health and happiness come first. In the meantime, I'll keep my afternoon routine going strong, tuning into General Hospital on ABC to catch all the latest storylines and see what trouble those Port Charles folks are getting into. If you love the show as much as I do, you really should join the official General Hospital Facebook group. It's a wonderful spot to get daily updates, episode recaps, the hottest news, and some special behind-the-scenes peeks that make you feel even closer to the cast. Plus, it's full of friendly folks just like us who've been following these characters for years. You can jump into lively discussions, share your favorite moments, and connect with other fans who understand exactly why this show means so much to so many of us. Stay blessed, everybody. Hold your loved ones a little closer today. Drive safe out there, and let's all keep sending good, healing thoughts Gary's way. I can't wait to see him back where he belongs, lighting up our afternoons again with that familiar smile. God bless you, Gary, and God bless all of you watching along with me.